I'd like to read some poems to celebrate my father, who turns 99 years old next week. The first one is called Carbon Copy, and it's about our fishing trips down in Atlantic Highlands. Dawn. From the parking lot, my father and I see fishermen lined up around the boat. Some are bent over with heads resting on their arms. Likely been there all night, Dad says. This boat is like home. We carry our gear, lunch and tackle boxes, rods and reels, and a heavy chest with ice across the rickety walkway. Captain Jim and his mates help us down into the boat. They all know my father, who sailed with the captain's father when Jim was still a child. There is laughter and talk of weather and tides. Brought your boy with you for good luck, the captain says. My father has on a red and black checkered jacket and a white golf hat. A cigarette holder sticks from a corner of his mouth. He sets up on the port side of the boat. Says he can move easier under lines when a big blue drags him along the deck. Others on the boat greet my dad like a friend and stop to talk. Newcomers ask him for advice. Old-timers share stories. One tells me that my dad reminds him of a dancer on the Lawrence Welk show, the one who always wears a smile. My father is a tough act to follow, I say. The motors start and the captain backs the boat out of the slip. I perch on the bow where I can search for flocks of gulls, the backs of whales and dolphins. As the morning lightens, I tie a silver jig on my line with a double clinch knot. Give it a tug to test it. Then I sit back on a bench, close my eyes, and wait for the long ride out to begin. Father's Day. The sea cuts our differences down to size. The next two poems are about the garage door company that my father dearly loved. The first is called Captain's Son. There was room today in my father's office, his voice calm like a still bay. I walked right in. My father sat quietly in his great wooden chair, and he said, maybe another 5 years. It was the first time he ever put an end to his work, the work that for half a century had become him. The door company had been the ship he guided through calm and stormy waters. The phone rang, and my father stood back and let me answer. I drove home wondering, should I have taken the wheel from one who has held it so long? The second door company poem is called A Quiet Phone. I can slow a business when I walk through the door. Phones stop ringing. Customers ask questions I cannot answer. Would we travel to Keyport to install a commercial opener? When will we complete the stains job for Mike Mulvey? I can slow a business when I walk in the garage. Trucks overheat, clutches go, batteries quit. We need a case of 10W40 from Washington Auto Parts. I can slow a business when I pull in the drive, thunderstorms follow, and the concrete floor becomes a lake. Need a boat to reach those cables. I can slow a business like summer heat slows down people walking. Trucks startle me. People walk in and out of the post office all day like ants. They wear me out. I can't say I'll call my father one more time. I found a poem that I wrote in 1975, and this might be the first poem I ever wrote for my dad. It's called A Fisherman. And I'll close with this one. His face is tanned like the skin of a workman, and worn like the wooden docks by the water. His eyes are blue like the sky, encircled with gentle lines. He is wise. He is tall like masts on the sea. He leans like ships do, and his hair is tousled gray like the waves. His hands are tanned like those of a workman, and when he's not a salesman, he's a fisherman. Happy birthday, Dad. 99 is wonderful, and you've had such a wonderful life. I can't wait to see you next month. Bye.